talofa te sa mo ai lau mai mo whaaponga mai nei tai au. Talofa tamaiti, o tatom ta upo nei tai au, o le matematika, mathematics, for level 12, for tausanga sifulua. O le tato major learning outcome, na utu ina atu lunga tato strand. Strand 1, numbers and operations. Substrand, number sets and number lines. So our major learning outcome, lela a nga e tato mata upo, or integers. Students will be able to solve numerical expressions involving positive and negative numbers or integers. What are integers? Tatata no mo muala po ane numera or integers. Integers are numbers that can be either positive, failonga positive, or negative. Failonga or negative. Integers also, otoinga numerone, they are from this set of numbers. O le setilo numera e sa wai, ia numera nei, or integers. They do not have fractions or decimals. Ele aini fractions. Fractions le sa tato tala noai, ile le sona taluai, o vai ngā mea, or decimals, po o decimale. Tato ola sa ili, pe whaafewhea, ona solve ia integers. So our activity up here, adding and subtracting integers. E iai la tula fono. E whape na ona tato e sa ili. Tali o le lua le pe na watu e tato activity. Okay. Key ideas or the rule. Pole tu la fono leo sa ilinga o integers la tato activity. If both are different, le ese atu whamai, awha pe ese le lua lea. Positive and negative. What should we do? O la tato mewhai, e te tau ona to ese, subtract. O le si vaenga o tu la fono whai mai. If both are the same, awha ia tutusa numera e lua. Winga e whawhewhea ona sa ili. Le tutusa le positive, ma le si positive. Tutusa le negative, ma le si negative. So what should we do? We must add these two numbers. Pe whaopopofo. So mai nei ika ko ngaluenga le whaatino. O ngaluenga e tau tato oe e whai. A whanau, e sa ili e tato tali. Pata ita ai. Le whaatino ngotu la fono nei. O mea neo numera o integers. So let's start with A. Let's start with E, iale numera le whai mai. 4 plus negative 10. Whawhena tato sa ili, tato wala ia tu la fono, whai mai. Apa pe ese le lua, o la me tau ona whai. So ese. These middle signs here, they are not the same. These middle signs, they are different. There's a positive and a negative. So what should we do? Formula rule and subtract. So ese la lua le. So we say 4 o le mea la le leo o le numera la le leo tatou maua. 4 minus 10 o le ale tali gives us via negative 6. Fa to ese se fulu mawale negative 6. How do we justify our answer? Tato wola e fatulanga I lunga o se number line. Tato laina la le. Tato number line la le le la tato wo. Isa ili epe fa ama onia le. Negative 6 le le. Numera le tu ina mai lunga ili. 8. 4. Feo ili fa. Le tu ili fa positive. Le positive. Tato wo anga ili fa. Tasi lau savali. Lua. Tolu. Fa. Lewa e o mai ile fa. Na fai mai la ia. Fa to esele se fulu. Ole to esele ya. Ela o iluma I. Lela ya. Le sa fa asanga na il pito le te savali nga iluma. Ile positive. And then he says minus 10. Winga lela ya. Fa asanga nga ile negative. Fiau savali. E fiau savali o lela e. La ana iai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Se fulu au la ana e to e fo I mai ai ile se fulu. Fo I mai to ese se fulu. And then you arrive to negative 6. You arrive to negative 6. Bela sa ola. La tali. This is how you solve integers using a number line. Tato me solve le. Okay, kids, let's move on to letter B. Or the next problem we are going to solve. It says 17 minus positive 6. I'm on 2 for it. Or 2 la for no. If these two middle signs are different, we must subtract. Ito isira numera ya lua. So we say 17 minus positive 6. 17 minus 6 gives us 11. So, the solution line por tato talila. Let's go on a number line. Tato wo fa ngale number line. Sa ili fa mo ni nga tato talila. If I might say sa. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Over here on the left, we say negative 1. negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and negative 6. Say 17 minus 6. Okay, it's 42. Yeah, it's 42 le iwa. Ola positive as 42 la top. Kia la ula ai te la ai. It's 42. Tasi, lua, tolu, fa, lima, ono, fitu, walu, iwa, sefulu. Sefulu tasi, sefulu lua, sefulu tolu, sefulu fa, sefulu lima, sefulu ono, sefulu fitu. Le tatou tau nu ui o le sefulu fitu mantua. O lele mai ale tatou ngaluenga le tau na whaatino. Pa mai la ia ea. To esele ono. A to esela le ono winga le ata to whaasanga na itua. Ona e la avola ia le anga itua. Isi tepu e fia. E ono. Tasi, lua, tolu, fa, lima, ono. Lana tali leo tatou maua. Sefulu tasi. Sefulu tasi tali leo. Sefulu tasi tali leo tatou maua. Wafana? Ia. Ole savinga nga ole le tapi. Na tatou me i atu. E whata itai ia. Lau vaenga ia le tusa. So here in letter C, it says the problem, negative 3 minus negative 4. Negative 3 minus negative 4. Wawa ai lei mai I whailonga ia o ngā tonu. These middle signs, they are the same for letter tusa. So then we follow this rule. It says, if both are the same, positive or negative, 2 negatives here, 2 positives here, then we add. Whaupopo. If whaupopo la pe atu tusa. Lea la tusa mai negatives here lua. The minus and the negative, then we say add. If whaupopo la le lua lea. So we come here and compute these two numbers. Negative 3 minus negative 4. That's negative 3 plus 4. Well, the other talifa now, negative 3 plus 4, that's 1. Gives us 1. Yeah. Wow, confused. Let's see if I'm pena. Mawal tasi. Tato wala number line. Isa ili ay le fa maudinga ole tato ngalwengalen fatino I. Draw your number line again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Negative 3. Taunan tatawa may mo negative 3. La mo maya na itua. Tasi, lua, tolu. Newa tato I. Positive or plus 4. Tato fasanga le luma positive. Wa fasanga may tua negative, fasanga luma positive. Tato la ia wa positive foi le 4. Fia lau la anga iluma. Fau la anga iluma. Tasi, lua, tolu, fa. Lenta to mawa ilo le tali le fia. E tasi lo na tali. Tato activity na. So e tasi a se kako problem. If I mai, I tato activity or le adding and subtracting integers. So we put this as letter D. Eight minus -2. Mantua foi lewa tusale luale onga tonu. The two middle signs are the same, so we must add. Paupopo. Say 8 minus -2, that's equal to 8 plus 2 gives us 10. How do we solve using a number line? We are going to prove it here. Draw your number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. E pule lava oe pe fiare tele o numera te tu ua lunga I lau laina. E fua nga ile patino ngolo ngaluenga lai fat. So size 8. Where is 8? 8 is over here because it's a positive. Plus, you face the positive also. 2. So we go to 8 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. We arrive at 8. What should we do? We must walk another 2. Oh my, plus 2. We nga fa popole lua. Tasi lua. Lua lo fa popoi lumai o. Lali numera se fulu le tali. So it's just the same as here.
Let's have some practice adding and subtracting negative numbers. So the first example I want to look at is 2 minus 3. So right now I'm just subtracting a positive number from another positive number, but you might already see that I'm subtracting a larger number from a smaller number, so I'm probably, or I will definitely end up with a negative number. But let's just think about this a little bit, and I'm going to do it with the number line. So there's my number line right over there. Now if this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is -1, this is -2. We could view this as starting at 2, so this is 2 right over here, and then we're going to subtract 3 from that 2. So we're going to move 3 to the left on the number line. So we're going to move 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3, and that gets us to -1. This is equal to -1. Now let's mix it up a little bit more. Let's imagine what would happen if we had -2. -2 minus 3. So this was +2 minus 3. Now let's think about -2 minus 3. So once again, let's draw our number line. And I'll put 0 over here. So this is 0, this is 1, this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and I could keep going. But we're starting at -2, and then we're subtracting 3 again. So once again, we're going to move 3 to the left of -2. So we go 1, 2, 3. We end up at -5. So this is -5. So notice in both situations, we subtracted 3. We moved 3 to the left on the number line. It's just here we started 2 to the right of 0. Here we started 2 to the left. 2 to the left of 0. This is -2. Let's do another example with these same numbers. Let's imagine -2 plus 2. Sorry, plus 3. And I encourage you to pause this video and try to think about this on your own. So we draw the number line again. I could draw a straighter number line than that. So draw the number line again. And let's say that this is -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2 again. We're starting at negative 2. We're starting 2 to the left of 0. So we're starting at negative 2, and we're going to add 3. So we're going to go 3 to the right now. 1, 2, 3. And we end up at positive 1. Now let's think about 2. So positive 2. And we're going to subtract a negative 3. So we're going to subtract negative 3. In other videos, we've already talked about this. In fact, there's a video explaining why this actually makes sense. But when you subtract a negative, this is the same thing as adding the positive. So 2 minus negative 3 is the exact same thing as 2 plus positive 3. These two statements are equivalent. And this just boils down to, this right over here is just going to be 5. Now let's mix it up a little bit more. Let's imagine negative 2. Let's imagine negative 2 minus negative 3. Minus negative 3. Now this might seem really intimidating. I have all of these negatives in place here. But you just have to remember, subtracting a negative like this is going to get you a positive. So this is the exact same thing as negative 2 plus 3. And negative 2 plus 3, we've already seen it right over here. You start at negative 2. You start 2 to the left of 0. And then we're going to go 3 to the right. We're adding 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whanau, o tatou mta upule na o le ni tai au. Ia, tue turi mata I mai, I lesi so o ngai le vai aso mo mua. Manuia tele nei aso, pāsei kua.